Welcome, ladies and germs. It's Heck Riders time. Session 5 now?
Yes.
Session 5. Does anybody want to try and give us a recap? I mean, you won't get anything for it because everyone's getting an inspiration to start the session anyway. Just for turning up.
Just double check. Have you tested the mic?
Yes, I have.
Excellent. We did a lot of framing. We decided that there might be people coming after us for some stuff that we did not do. We are very innocent. So we, just to make sure...
liar! I mean, sorry, carry on.
Just to make sure that everyone knew we were innocent, we really decided to make some other people look guilty. We bought a pig's head, and we spoke to some people in a bar. And we cleaned the head, and we turned it into a holy symbol of Baal, which we then destroyed and burned up and covered in brandy to make it smell of brandy. And then we went to the dig site where this warehouse that we have never been to before had recently become a crater. And we dug a bit and we found that. And then Dagomir dived in the water to see what was in there. And then we came back to the tavern. And there was a new song. And it had different lyrics in a language that Dagomir did not recognize. I think only Delwyn recognized.
Delwyn recognized, Rich did not.
Yes, this is fair. And then Rhea Mantlemorn, who was rather deep in her cups, came out and accused someone of playing pranks. And then collapsed face first on the floor. And then that was where the session ended. Anything I missed?
No, that'll do. So, you're in the Elfsong Tavern, and Rhea Mantlemorn is face down on the floor, and Tarina goes, "Oh, by the gods! Someone get her into the room."
I'll pick her up under the arms and sort of drag her like a wounded soldier back into the room.
Woo, strong!
Nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see. Just a drunk person.
Dagomir, I know you. I know Dagomir. You're my best friend.
That's very nice of you to say.
Isn't Tarina pretty? She's so pretty. Are all elves that pretty? She then looks at Delwyn.
Actually.
No, they're not. I mean, Delwyn's nice. Oh, hi, Delwyn.
Is there
not Tarina?
Is there like a nightstand or something in here, like with a basin?
There is a lot of empty bottles rolling around.
Is she gone classy lady in full bucket in the corner?
Is there a pitcher of water, is what I'm saying?
There's a pitcher of water, yes.
Okay, I'm going to say to her, so you know how you were saying I was your best friend? Look over there. And when she looks, I'm going to throw the pitcher of water into her face. You need to be more sober.
You need to be more... Nyeh.
I plan to be much more thank you. Okay, come on in, guys. Come on. Team meeting.
I'm just gonna go lie down.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
She just goes whoomph onto the bed.
Okay. Does this door lock?
Yes.
Okay. Is the key in the door?
Yes.
I will lock her in. She doesn't need to go under it. The window doesn't like open far enough for her to get out, does it?
She's not gone out the window yet, so...
Yeah, but still. Yeah, okay. I will... Are there any more bottles of booze in here?
Oh, yeah.
How many?
A couple.
Okay, I'll pick up the full ones and take them out with me. And then, yeah, just shut the door behind me. Okay, so we found our friend Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, has she been here the whole time?
Yes.
Ah.
She's not really been in a fit state to...
Receive guests.
Yes.
Yes, I see that.
I've been doing what I can, but being stuck in here...
Have you thought about, like, making sure she can't get any more booze?
Yes, I have thought about that, and I have done what I can, but unfortunately, and she taps the plaster cast on her leg, she's a bit faster than me right now.
Ah.
What made her turn to the booze?
I think just being stuck in here and
Despair.
the fact that... Yeah, despair.
With despair, yeah.
Have I, before this adventure, like before we travelled to the place that we're at now,
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate, that's the one. Have I seen her drink before?
Not that you can recall.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, this is very out of character.
Yeah, my thinking is that maybe a bit of good news, good positive news, or help snap her out of this.
Okay, well, we can try. First of all, what the fuck was that song?
I mean, I've been here most nights at the moment, and I've heard that song. Well, I've heard the song, the original song, every night for the last the last 2 nights since you guys arrived, and now it's different.
Did anyone understand what it said?
Rich, you muted.
You muted.
Did you send me the lyrics at some point? I think you did. didn't
I
you?
did. I sent you a link.
Oh, wait, I think you sent me via. Bear with. Dal isn't this slow.
That's okay.
He's just going.
This is the first time for Dal to be buffering.
That's not the first time Adele has been stuck buffering.
She sung of Elturel and how it should stay green and still forever, but then it took a darker turn. Talked about the Hell Riders picking up their swords and charging into hell.
That what they do?
It's what they did once.
So is this a song recounting what happened long ago, or is this a prophecy of what's to come?
Or both.
Can I roll like a history check to see if I've heard of the song, like not her singing it, but of this particular song? In the
Yeah,
past?
everyone. Yeah, you can roll a history check. Everyone else can roll a history check with disadvantage if they wish. Well, what was that roll? Oh, that was a good roll.
Yeah.
Well, you've never heard of this song before.
Yeah.
Neither has Zados.
Is the normal song in Elvish?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And strangely, both of those higher than Dell's, despite the disadvantage.
You know what? Dal just isn't into songs, you know?
Even if I had advantage from being a bard, it still would have been a 5.
The highest roll is an 8.
2 8s, no less.
Well, that's why overall it's highest.
You four have never heard this song before.
Yeah, she sang of Elturel, she sang of the Hell Riders, she sang of fighting to the death.
That's encouraging.
Mm.
Well, I mean, that's all.
We know the legend of the Hell Riders, about how the reason they got their name, though.
Yeah,
That's like widely known.
yeah. You don't need to make a check for
Yeah.
that.
Infamous.
Okay.
Yeah, the Hell Riders were so named because they rode into hell to take the fight to their doorstep.
We know that they went with an angel, I think.
I mean, that's what the legend says.
And then they came back for some reason. Well, they didn't all die.
Correct.
Presumably they came back because they fixed hell and it's nice there now.
They put carpeting in.
Yes.
The legend gets a bit fuzzy.
Just regrouted the 4th layer.
Perhaps it's some interesting thing.
Remind us, what time is it at the moment?
Probably just gone midnight.
Okay. So we got to wait for her to sober up, but we don't want her sneaking off.
Take turns watching over her.
Yes.
Is there any other way out of that room except the door?
Nope. There is like a private meeting room attached to that room, but that's the only other thing in there.
And you've already taken all the booze, yes?
Thank God, dear, yes. She's been drinking. This stuff is fucking piss as well. It's not good.
I need 25 gold in a mortar and pestle then.
That's
Okay.
a lot of money for us to just stand by and watch.
I'm going to lock her in her room, like a child.
We'll just take turns like watches and just sit with her.
Yeah.
You think you could actually stop Rhea?
When she's that drunk, yes.
Ah,
The only thing I could not do is stop her falling over and weeing herself.
that is true. Very well. That will be
You'd
enough.
only need to slow her down long enough to wake the other three who aren't on guard.
We
for a
can
couple of times.
we can go in pairs of two.
There is a point when she is sober enough to actually fight us and drunk enough to actually do it that I am concerned about. So
You don't think she'd fight us, do you?
depends how drunk she is.
Well, she seemed happy to see us, and
She
she's not.
did.
She's not. Presumably, we can't hear anything coming from the other side of the door. She's not like clamoring to get back out.
Tell you what, we'll get her kebab. That usually tips people from fighty drunk into like huggy drunk.
Ah,
There was a mutton grill vendor somewhere, I'm sure.
bits of food. Yes.
Yes, I mean we can probably get stuff from the kitchens, honestly.
Mm.
And it would good to have some carbohydrates in her. Yeah, are the kitchens still open at this point? Or even if they're not still open, do they still have leftover food?
They'll still have leftover food you can get, yeah.
Yeah, I'll get some and then leave some in there for her if she feels like it. But it'd be good to get some rest though. Darina, has there been any news from our friends at the guild?
Not yet, no. I'm actually expecting a messenger some point this morning.
Okay.
Tell you what, why don't you guys head to bed? I'll be up for a little bit longer. I slept all day, so I will let you know if anything happens.
I still think we should take watches,
Yes, I agree.
especially where she's in a vulnerable state and has exposed herself.
Who wants to go with who?
Shall me and you take the first watch?
Sure. Oh, Brad, you're on mute again.
I don't think I am.
Oh no,
Oh,
you were
now
just
we
quiet.
can hear
Yeah.
You're talking away from the direction the microphone's in.
Yeah. If I just do that. There we go. That'll be better.
So Zedos and I will take the first few hours, and then you guys take over a few hours before dawn.
Indeed.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I guess we'll do that then. I suppose it's no less sleep than what you get if you were on the road. And we've been sleeping quite well recently.
Yeah, so you guys can have yourselves your long rest. You can officially level up because I was a bit premature with the last one at the end of last session. And who was on the first watch again? Zados and Dag.
Zedos and Dag.
Okay. A couple of hours into your watch, you see the foreman that you met, or
Oh, yeah.
four women that you met, walks in and sits down next to Tarina. Roll me an insight check.
Insight, you say?
Mm-hmm.
We're so good at this.
Jeez.
Yeah. They have a quiet, hushed conversation.
Could I roll perception to just try and simply eavesdrop on them?
Sure.
20.
Okay, the conversation is quite hushed, but you do manage to pick out a fair few words, including cult, bathhouse, spa day.
Oh, that's nice. They're sending Raya for a spa day. Out of character. Yeah.
That's pretty much all you get.
Okay, that's fine. Actually, during this watch we're taking over Raya, does the pubs that usually have like a game board, like a cupboard?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a set of lance board in there?
What? Sorry.
Lance board. So D&D chess, like the direct equivalent of chess.
Roll me a d20.
13.
Yeah, there's one in there.
Okay. I'll grab that and say, Zedos, you want to play?
Yeah? Yeah, you'll have to teach me the rules.
Sure. Yeah, I'll sort of show him how the different pieces work. Dag is not a chess prodigy, but he has played a lot, even if it not very proficiently. Yeah, once for a few hours into the game, I'll say, so, you mentioned that you have history with the cult of the three.
Well, a very specific one of the three. Yes. I assume that we've been drinking as well for quite a while at this stage.
If Dag will be on sort of weak ale, but if Zadov wants to drink more, he'll let him. I mean, we've still got all the horrible whatever spirit.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be drinking to sort of blend in, but not so much that he's combat inefficient. Like,
that's what I do.
It's kind of
Just
pointless.
loosen the tongue a little. That's actually kind of what Dagomir was going for.
Yes. Yeah, I was more specifically one of the three. You may have worked out that it was Baal. That I was actually a paladin for. I assisted the cultists in their duties, shall we say.
So it explains why you hate them so much.
No. Well, at the time, no. That was my calling. That was who I was. But we were betrayed. Yeah, I was. Baal for some reason forsook us, and it cost me my mother's life. And it was only by our mutual friends, Mercy, that I was saved and she reformed me, and that's why I'm here today. But yes, I am. For some reason, I was stripped of my powers.
That's why you wanted to get rid of the decorations on your armor.
Yes, it is entirely. If we'd had the power to fight off the Hell Riders, we would have slain them down easily. But in our moment of most need, we were forsaken.
You ever have any gear you want to get rid of, stuff from you want to reforging? Let me know.
I am happy with the, and I'll quieten down at the stages we're given the other company that we're in.
I assume we were in her room anyway, so we've got the door shut.
Oh yeah. I'm happy for the new home that it will be given and the purpose that it serves.
But your weapons, they are, for want of a better word, clean.
The polearm is a new find. The battle axe. Yes. That was they were given to me by the Hell Riders. It was only I'm unsure what happened to my original weapons.
Fair enough.
They were lost in the combat.
You worship anyone now?
No, I'm still getting to grips with what you people call morality. You seem to uphold life a lot more than I've become accustomed to.
Yeah, well, you uphold the life of people that are good. The life of people who are dicks, not so much.
Yes, it's
fair enough.
Good and evil were merely sort of irrelevant to us. It was more glory for the evil one. Well, we didn't call him the evil one. I do now, obviously. The Hellraiser.
My God, there's a lot more about the method than the results.
Yes. There was the living and there was the dead. And we served to celebrate.
Changed one to the other.
Yes. Exactly.
Fair enough. Thank you for sharing.
We are. Nothing forges allies faster than the bonds of combat. And
that I agree on. Cheers.
Cheers. Clink.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll continue playing. Unless Mike has anything else to say, like, just continue playing until we're relieved. Or rather, when the time comes, we'll go and gently knock on the door and be very careful in case there's any more rope traps been set and behind the door.
Well, you hand over your watch to the other two, Sen and Del.
Is she, like, unconscious?
Yeah.
Shame. Well, our watch won't be that long, I imagine. Just need to wait her out. Wonder how long it would take her to actually sober up. There are a lot of bottles in here.
There is a lot of bottles in there.
I think she'll be fine now that she knows that we are here. Maybe she'll be less nervous and more willing to. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Random battle axe damage, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I clicked the wrong.
You got very annoyed about losing a chest.
Yes, now that we're here and she knows we're here, perhaps she'll open up to us a bit more.
Perhaps.
If
But-
only we had known sooner, we would have been able to help.
Perhaps. It seems that she may have already known we were here, but was a bit too embarrassed to come out of hiding. Seems that she's been living in this room and not left, hasn't she?
Yes, you can.
Very clear.
Having a look around, it's very obvious that yes, she has been living in that room, unable to go anywhere. Like you've seen wanted posters with her face on it all over town, all over the
I
city.
don't-
Even
I don't think she's actually left this room except to go down and get more booze. I think there's a word for this kind of person. Neat, I think is a thing.
Well, what she's drinking has certainly been neat.
This is not the rare I know, but she must have had some sort of plan at some point, rather than just wait and drink. I can't imagine she would ever have stooped to just staying here forever. She must have something up her sleeve.
So it's just a matter of getting her back on her feet and out of this mire that she's stuck herself in. I have a gift for her. Maybe that will cheer her up. But
What's the gift?
The raven skull that I made.
Ah,
It's a lovely trinket, I think. Supposed to protect against death. Well, but we'll see.
I'm sure she'll love it.
I do hope so. Shall we have a game then?
What game would you like to play?
The ones our compatriots were playing looks like a version of a game I know
You'll have to teach me.
very well. But, yeah, well, I'll teach you to play, and we'll play. We'll while away the hours playing the game.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Your watch eventually comes to an end. Rhea is still unconscious. She seems to rouse every now and again.
Sometimes I wish I was a cleric. Never really got on with the gods for some reason. Kellenvor's all right.
Eventually, Tarina. Once daylight starts peeking in through, Tarina calls you all, and Tarina sees that you're all up. She calls you over to the table.
Shut the door. Yeah, okay. Cool.
I'll keep the door open
Just to keep an eye on her.
to keep an eye on her.
Well, yeah, assume that all these people on the map aren't there at the moment, because it's early in the morning. No one's actually up yet. Even the barman Alan is in his room behind this door.
Can't see what. Oh,
That one.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, so he has a room up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tarina says, "Okay, so actually got a visit last night from one of the higher ups in the guild,
oh yes.
who said that the guild was very disappointed in what you had all contributed.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was something about how they had plenty of diggers. They
Diggers that didn't really find anything until we got there.
We
Yeah, but-
moved
yeah, but
many
they would have
times, but we found it quickly. We moved many times more earth, and I found magic items in the wreck, which I presented back to her. Regardless,
well, I mean the items that you found, the swimming that you did was the thing that she was most pleased with you guys about, but the guild is asking for a little bit more.
well, we're not done yet. We provided
They've
the-
identified what they believe to be the base of the cult of the Dead Three,
that's
in
what
the
we were
city?
waiting on.
which is what I was after in the first place anyway.
let's see.
That's what Rhea wanted. Sorry, that's what Tiffany wanted me to find.
Right.
So presumably they want us to go
Strike
and
them.
pay a visit, I was going to say.
Oh yes, yes. Go. They want you to go and pay a visit and find any kind of incriminating evidence that might be there. And if you are to encounter any kind of
Resistance
yes,
to
any
our
kind of resistance,
diplomatic mission.
yes, be extremely diplomatic with extreme prejudice. This
Out of curiosity.
sounds like it might be the final straw for the cult with regards to the guild.
Out of curiosity, what's your position on bodies or lack thereof?
I don't think they could care one way or the other, so long as they're not a problem anymore.
They will definitely not be that.
So they want obstacles removed.
Yes,
That's lucky because we are professional obstacle removers.
fantastic. I'll let her know that the removal company is engaging in their glorious purpose.
Indeed.
So, there's a bathhouse.
I've never been to one.
Where are we looking?
Oh, it's not actually on this map.
It's on this map.
Oh. Oh, the spoilery map.
No, this is the spoiler-free map.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't on the spoiler map. That's weird.
Oh, so it's up near Upper City.
Yes.
Ooh. That's
So
prime
up in
real estate.
Heapside.
Very well.
Yes. The guild has identified some members of the cult frequenting that bathhouse. Quite frankly, a shockingly large number of times for people who are so goddamn stinky.
It's in front.
Can only assume so.
Sure.
Apparently, it is a legitimate bathhouse.
That would be handy.
Nice bathhouse, or is it kind of on the low end?
I don't know. I've not been there.
Well, we'll find out then.
But yeah, it is open to the public from. Hang on a second. From dawn until midnight.
Don't do midnight. What kind of presence is there? Guarded, locked. We need more information.
I believe they do. If it is a front, then they've probably got some guards outside of business hours. But during business hours, I imagine they'd want to keep them back.
Yes, the guards on the legitimate end of the front. You care what happens to them? Oh, do we assume they are also members of the cult, or are they fair game too?
Yeah, so they're just simply being paid by the cult, or...
I'm afraid that's more information than I have. But I think the guild just wants the problem dealt with. You are to exercise your best judgment, I think.
Okay. Well, we're independent contractors. We act with a certain amount of independence. On our own recognizance. And what recompense can we be offered in terms of support for the refugees for completing this?
Supplies.
Half now, half later. We could be going in to fucking die for all we know. But you can be assured if we do, we'll take some of the fuckers with us.
Yeah, I'm not a negotiator. I don't even work for the guild. I'm a free agent, remember?
I know, you can pass the message on.
I'll pass the message on. I'll make the case, but I think because it's us who want something from them, then we're going to have to do this in order to get that done.
We've done good work, quickly, efficiently, and we're putting our necks on the line. Make a strong case for us.
I wasn't going to push too much with with the leader of the guild. Yeah, that was Nine Fingers Keen.
The woman?
The woman, the
Who's-
most
who is-
nondescript woman I have ever met.
They mentioned that name at the when we were down at the dig site where we were helping. Someone said Keen said da da da.
Yeah, she's the boss of the guild.
Right.
She is the kingpin of kingpins. She rules the Baldur's Gate underworld. I was not going to negotiate too hard with her at the table.
That's fair. We best be
But-
off.
She is a businesswoman, so if she
She has a reputation for
fulfilling her end of things.
An
keeping
honor.
her end of the contract. Okay, if we do not return, they send half of what they would have sent to the refugees.
I'll make the case.
Deal. When is the best time to move against the bathhouse?
That's up to you.
Very well.
I assume that this entire city is very much like this pub. In the fact that it's
Everyone goes armed.
I was actually going to say that it takes a while for things to start moving, and if we go early, it's going to be very quiet.
One can only assume.
How big is the bathhouse?
Seems like it's just a single building. I
And
think if I'm thinking of the right one, then building itself is what, 35, 40 feet wide.
and how many people
with a
are
bit of a
coming and
courtyard?
going?
But I don't know. Sorry.
Small for a cult operation.
Yes. So either they're heavily armed in there, or it's a small unit, or
Or
there's more to it than meets the eye.
indeed.
Okay.
I mean, if we go there as paying guests, we can get a record.
Scout it out.
Yes, even if we leave after our visit.
And then come back at night.
Yes,
Mm,
depending
indeed.
on what we find.
Okay. It will be done.
Yes. Let's be off then.
Yes.
Keep an eye on Rhea and yes.
Yeah,
Don't let.
I'm hoping that that if you guys come back with good news, it'll be enough to shake her out of the funk that she's in.
Does she have? So we've removed the alcohol from the room. Does she have a coin pouch on her? I imagine she spent her way through most of it.
Yeah.
Has she like hawked her swords and things? Has she gotten to that level of like
Destitution.
yeah?
No,
luxury?
no, you no, her equipment is still in the corner, and she's had enough wherewithal to actually, rather than just dumping it, she has gotten it stowed correctly.
Mm.
Sure. Okay, in that case, I'm going to search around for whatever coin she has on her. Keep it like tucked away safe, and then on the way out, I'm going to say to is it Alan at the bar?
Mm-hmm.
Alan, room 8 or whatever her number is. Room 8. No more alcohol for her. Okay.
Yep, sure. I did think she was having a bit much, but
She's paid up, yes.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He points at the arm brace he's got on. Yeah. She managed to stop this from getting any worse.
Okay.
If you see any centaurs out there, just run.
Noted.
Fair.
Okay. Yeah. She. We may have need to talk with her in the coming days, so be better if she's stubborn. Have a good day.
You too.
Cool. Right, are we going to head to the bathhouse then? Are we going to go as patrons and
Yeah.
scout it out and then, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing I'm trying to work out is I'm a dragonborn and you're a lizard.
Yes.
Do we bathe?
We bask.
Yes.
Hot stone massage would be what we'd be looking for.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Never had one of those.
Mm.
Well,
Is it
well,
worth
actually,
leaving
probably
equipment?
a bit early.
Is it worth leaving equipment here? or are we taking it with us just in case shit kicks off? I suppose everyone goes armed, as they say.
Yeah,
You'd stand out more without your weapons.
Without weapons,
it
sure.
would be a bit embarrassing to go take down the Cult of the Three and get mugged on the way there.
Indeed.
Are we supposed to see inside the building?
Currently on the map. For me.
Yeah. The Stars Fire check.
Sorry, which map are you on?
The bathhouse, I'm assuming.
Oh.
I'm on the
No,
main
map
city
now.
one.
Oh,
Okay, you should be on the city now. I did move you to the bathhouse, and I was like, "Hang on, no, it's a bit early. We'll get you there first."
I see. Okay.
So you should now be on the Baldur's Gate map again.
yes.
And if you can see into the thing, then I'll just check to make sure that, yeah, dynamic lighting is enabled.
Oh.
Update when token drop is enabled.
I'm just saying I could see everything. I haven't got a mental map of it, but I can see everything.
Sure.
Well-
Granted, I saw it for like 0.5 of a second, like where you moved us and then moved us back.
Yeah, I only saw the entrance corridor with the dynamic lighting on, so.
I didn't see anything.
To be fair, you sent me to 2 maps. One with dynamic lighting on, another one of the bathhouse, I'm assuming.
Oh, interesting.
That is
Went to
interesting.
You-
Let's get to that in a second then. So you start down here at the I'm on the wrong.
Have some
No, I'm
terror.
Yeah.
I'd like to sort of discreetly like not go down an alley, but just go to the entrance of one, reach down and summon a raven using Find Familiar,
Mhm.
and send it off ahead, sort of scout it out from the air.
Sure thing. Well, you about a little bit on your way to the bathhouse, you do see a rather grisly sight. You see what looks to be the corpse of a centaur strung up and just displayed on multiple pikes.
Right. Is that because he's been dismembered or because it takes more than one pike to hold him up?
Column A and column B.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Like, yeah. Because dismemberment is more of a sort of insult. But
And you can see that the
Yes.
flaming fist symbol on his, or the regalia of the flaming fist, has been scored through.
right. So this was the one that Darina was telling us about, no?
Monster of a man.
Fucking big. Look at those fucking arms.
Yes, the axes that we must have wielded. Quite impressive.
Big lung capacity.
Is that quite a voice?
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Like,
enough of the
Are
inside jokes.
people like hucking fruit at it like it's a public shame thing, or
You do see that there has been some fruit chucked at it,
sure?
but for the most part, people are giving it a wide berth now. It seems like the fruit was thrown, before, and now people have just
Just staying
accepted it and
staying the
just-
fuck out.
Yep.
Whereabouts is this?
You're probably looking. Let's see, about there.
Seems a waste of a good dead body.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll carry him to the bathhouse then.
Does he? I'll look at him. I would recognize the signs of undeath versus dead. Which is he?
Give me a medicine roll. He looks pretty dead.
There is a line sometimes you should be very wary of crossing. I worry. Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you make your way to a bathhouse.
Ah, there we go. Nice place, richly appointed.
Yeah, it looks quite well put together. So, quick question: everyone should just be able to see
A sliver of corridor.
Yeah.
a sliver of pavement.
Ah, okay.
I can actually see there's like a crack in the wall.
Yep,
Yeah.
there's a
Window.
window you can see into.
Oh, nice.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it seems like a solidly built building. Probably quite for Baldur's Gate, quite expensive for a building like this. Especially as it's also not only is it a building, it's got a courtyard as well. And the main entrance door is over here.
Okay.
So
Can we take a lap round it just to see if there are any other entrances before we go in?
Sure thing.
Like physically move? Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it. I should have set up the dynamic lighting so that
Yeah.
you can't get off this square.
Sure.
So these windows are these people like they're bathing, right? Are
Yep.
these like you can just look through these windows?
Sorry, these are stained glass windows.
Okay. So it's like mosaic. Okay, that's fine. I was just like, this bathhouse has
That's a very different kind of bathhouse.
This bathhouse has a very lax view of privacy.
And then this is the main entrance.
That's
So
the
it
main
is
entrance, yes.
it's street all the way around. Like it's
Yep.
it's a block.
Yep.
Okay. Is there like a door knocker or is it just go straight in?
Just go straight in.
Okay. I'll tap my chest piece as I step through the door. Where's the door? I can't see it. Oh, there we go. Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, statues. Who is that? Oh, it's Delwyn.
Is it?
Is there like a receptionist anywhere?
Yeah, we're looking for somebody or.
No. Well, just roll me a perception check.
Night is not the night for rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
New. No, there's no receptionist that you can see.
Okay.
They really should have thought about that, really.
Yeah. Can I? While there is no one here, can I have a snoop around to see if there's any like doors that look like they're supposed to be locked, like office doors or like grates in the floor or anything?
Can I spot any like iconography or anything that would be like, oh look, this is a front, this is a Cult of a Dead 3 kind of thing.
And just to add to the list of requests that we're placing, these fountains, are they quite shallow so that we can see the bottom?
Yes. You can see the bottom of these fountains.
Can I don't
Can I
know-
have a perception roll from Dag and Sen?
14.
Remind me what you were looking for, Dag?
Locked doors. Anything looks like public keep out. You know, like in a shop where they got the...
staff only.
Yeah, basically.
You don't see any staff-only areas leaping out at you.
Okay, that's fine.
For me,
And Sen, 13. What were you looking for again?
I was looking for any like religious iconography of any kind, Dead 3 or otherwise.
No.
Well, at least they're doing a good job of hiding it.
I'm going to re-up guidance.
Can I take a? I assume wishing wells are still a thing in this universe.
Yeah.
Can I take
More likely to come true in this universe.
Yeah, that's true. There's more like the actual wishing
In the
well.
worst possible way.
Can I just take a copper piece and sort of flick it into the water, just
Sure.
to check that it does actually hit the bottom quickly and it's not like magical?
Yep. The copper piece sinks and sits on the bottom. Doesn't keep falling through.
Cool. I actively don't make a wish because that's just got contract written all over it. Okay.
Is this here a window, Ryan?
No.
I think it's just the dynamic lighting's just cut off a bit of the wall, I think. There's no exit. That's just solid wall there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Roll20 is being weird because that is supposed to be a solid line.
That's chill. That's chill. Okay. I'll sort of motion to the others. Shall we knock?
Yes.
I assume it's
Open. It's daytime, right? Much like the.
Yes. Business. We can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
knock and then knock and go in like a.
Yeah, granted it's early morning, but it's. Yeah.
Despite it being early morning, you do see there are 3 people currently having a soak.
Are there any of your staff here? Do you know where the owner is?
No. If you want a massage, then go to either of the 2 side rooms. Points at that door and
That door and that door. Okay, cool. Should we try this one first?
Just before we do, because presumably I won't have to roll for this, but generally bathhouses, this isn't like a public bathhouse in the sense that people can freely come and go for free. Presumably you have to pay to enter. What I'm asking, is it unusual that we've been allowed to walk in and potentially enter the baths without having to pay? Or is that just a normal thing and I've misunderstood the concept of bathhouses?
It's
unusual.
It's not specified.
That's fair.
Actually, I've completely failed to read the boxed text to you guys.
Ooh.
So let's do that now, shall we? The bathhouse is a 1-story stuccoed building with stained glass windows and clay roof tiles. 10-foot tall walls enclose a large courtyard around the southeast corner of the building. The closed wooden doors to the courtyard are engraved with images of smiling nymphs dancing and frolicking in water. The L-shaped courtyard features a trimmed lawn and nicely manicured shrubbery. The yard is decorated with white marble benches and stone fountains, each in the form of a smiling nymph, tipping a jug that spills water into a circular stone basin. And then when you enter, the walls of this 20-foot high pillared chamber are adorned with frescoes of bathing royalty. Natural light streams through the stained glass windows, creating colourful patterns on the tiles of polished blue marble that covers the floor. 3 shallow, sunken pools contain scintillating perfume-scented water. White marble benches bearing stacks of dry towels are situated near the pools, each of which comes equipped with a pair of brass faucets. And I'm also going to say that there is a little wooden box by the entrance to put coins into.
Yeah.
In honor system.
Sorry, what was that? In the last sentence you said, was it force skips?
Faucets. Taps.
Oh.
Is that a word that Mike didn't know?
Yeah, I always thought it was pronounced force. Yeah. I've only ever heard Americans pronounce it.
Faucet.
Yeah.
Faucet?
Yeah, Brad, you are a resident American, I'm afraid.
Faucet.
Sorry to pigeonhole you.
No, that's fine. I just didn't realize that was an American word.
Yeah, taps.
Yeah, just taps.
Taps.
We're not all highbrow like those Americans, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure faucet's a French word.
Yeah.
It sounds more French than American.
Can I roll insights to see if they are all 3 of them are genuinely customers and not like one of them is a plant?
Sure.
Like they're not eyeing
Roll
us
insight.
with more. Oh, good. Yeah, right.
They seem like customers to me.
Yeah, of course they do, Ryan. Of course they do.
I think I'll try one of those hot rock things.
Are they armed, these guys? I
They're,
know you say everyone goes armed, but are these guys armed now?
they're not armed in the tub, but you can see that there are weapons within.
Weapons within reach. Sure.
Anyway, you are
Okay.
opening the door, Sen.
I'm walking up when Dagomir walks up to the other side.
Yeah.
To keep up the ruse, I will stick a copper. I'll stick a silver in the box, and
Likewise.
dip my feet into the pool as if to test the water.
I'm gonna do the same.
The water itself is not as hot as you think. You think it might be nice, but there are the 2 taps there to adjust the temperature, if you so desire.
I will make a show of adjusting the water to my specifications whilst the other 2 approach the doors.
Go on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you open the doors at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Why not?
Okay, that triggers the trap note.
It'd be weird, all these patrons in here, all of a sudden just like bang, and everyone dies. Like, again.
Hey, you're
All
owner?
the water is transmuted into acid.
Well, that's unfortunate
Gorgons,
for.
they do nothing.
Oh gosh.
Hey, you the owner?
No. I'm just. Wait, that's the south one. Okay, yeah. No. My name is Jabaz, and I am just here to provide massages. You can see that there are bottles of perfume stored under the table. Natural light enters through the stained glass window set into the south wall. And there you've got an androgynous human masseuse named Jabaz. This one is known as Jabaz. The owner is a Duke Van Thamper. Or rather, her son, Mortlock.
Okay. I will be sort of inspecting the room with the trying to give across like the air of a discerning customer, but yeah, just looking for anything that looks suspicious in here.
Could I interest you in a massage, sir? I've got some lovely hot rocks that I can place upon your back, and I can give your scales a good polish.
Are any of those pools salt water?
No, I'm afraid not. All fresh water.
And I suppose the hot stone will have to do. How much additional charge?
A silver, please, sir.
Very good. Hedonism Bot is the one character I would most love to cosplay. Just like
Little bit.
back crawl.
I'm really hoping that the other masseuse is called John B.
Me.
Yeah, I am gonna be keeping my I'll doff my armor, but I'm gonna be keeping weapons very close because I do not trust this person. I imagine they get that a lot.
Yeah. Well, he starts giving you a hot. He places the hot rocks upon your back, in a line going down your spine, and it is very nice.
Okay. Yeah. Can I take the time to properly scan this room then? In that case.
Sure. Give me a perception. Ooh. Your choice of perception or investigation.
I will definitely take perception. I was going to say, can I have advantage for being in the room for a long time, but I got 21, so never mind.
Seems like a decent, well put together massage room.
Yeah, no blood dripping out from under cupboards or anything.
No.
This is the body stashing towel cupboard.
Yeah. You don't. The cupboard door doesn't open, and you see a member of the Cult of the Dead 3 coming out, going, "Oh God, I'm early!" with blood dripping off a knife or anything like that. None of that happens.
Okay.
Stay away from the shower curtains in this place. I think one of these attendants is called Norman.
Okay, so while you're getting a nice massage, Sen in the north room.
Yes. So Sen is basically attempting to do the same. He walks into the room. He.
This one is a female human masseuse, as opposed to androgynous.
Fair enough. Hello.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. This one's name is Kermila.
Hello. Your name?
Kermila.
Kermila.
I mean,
Might I-
Quermila. Sorry.
Might
Quermila.
I inquire about a hot rock massage?
Of course, please. One silver and lie upon the bench here, and I will place the hot rocks upon your spine, and I can give your scales a nice cleaning as well.
Of course. They were really sure that this was like we got the impression from them that they were very sure that this was definitely a front for the Cult of the Dead 3. They were like 100%. Okay. Sen will make a show of lying down, but he's like scanning the room and looking for anything that kind of signals that this room is something not what it seems.
Perception or investigation, please.
I would prefer investigation.
Sure thing.
I got a 10.
Luckily, the DC was 10.
That's good. Just like, Just can't roll for shit tonight.
Okay, so the stained glass window here.
Yep.
As you're looking at it, watching the nice interplay of the dawn light streaming through it. I say dawn; it's probably a bit past dawn now. The morning light streaming through it. You notice that there's a small section in the bottom corner that looks like it doesn't quite fit with the pattern,
Like it slides or something, or moves,
or something like that. Yeah, you think
there's a
maybe
secret.
you'll need to manipulate it somehow.
Okay.
To make it look right, to make it fit in with the rest of the window.
Is there any like? Because so now it sends like, okay, this is the room with the secret shit in it. When he goes to lie down on the table, is there a knife underneath the table or something like that? Like this
The
is
gouge marks in the tabletop.
Yeah, like where
That was
like,
literally exactly what I was worried about.
you saw a bit too much. You get a stab in the back.
Roll me a perception check.
Sure. 7.
You see no knives.
Because
okay.
your eyes have been stabbed.
Um,
You wouldn't see knives. You'd see with knives.
That is a very brutal GM that makes you roll a perception check to see if you've been stabbed in the eye.
I think that's pretty much what passive was made for.
okay, so I can just okay.
I don't think you'd be very
So-
passive after that, or
Okay,
you'd
so-
be incredibly passive.
So she's going back and forth between her thing and her and the bit. I'm trying to decide if I want to do this or not. Fuck it. Sen will cast sleep on her.
Okay.
I
Roll
assume
the.
the door has been closed as well.
Oh yeah. Sure. The door is closed for privacy.
Yep.
And roll however much health points.
Does she look like I'm a badass I could fight, or does she look like I'm just the person who
help.
opens the door? I'm the help and I open the door.
She definitely looks like she's just the help.
Okay.
Honest.
Why are you like this?
DM?
Because it brings me joy.
Can I
Who hurt you?
Yeah,
to
us
doubt?
too.
What was that, Mike?
Oh.
X to doubt.
Okay. 29.
Okay. How much health does Sen have?
So Sen would put it at a point outside the room, technically.
Do you need to be able to see?
Nope.
Point within range.
So he'd just point within range. So he'd put it such that he's lying down and it's 20 feet away from her, but still like clipping her into the thing. It might get some commenters in the road.
I was about to say.
But
She is unconscious.
good.
You get
Then-
up and look out the window, and there are a fair few unconscious people in the streets. She had 4 hit points.
Oh, that's
Are
good.
the people in the baths unconscious?
I was about to say.
Oh, it would be like
They're
No,
soft
he angled
drowning.
he angled it out of the.
Oh, out
Yeah,
of the
like-
room. Okay,
Ah.
so
so like if Sen was like here and she was like here, he would angle it here. So I guess it would get her and then anyone out in the street, essentially. So then he will get up, tie her up and gag her, and put her in the corner, or maybe put her under the table with the sheet on the top of it, because she's
Okay.
gonna wake up in like a minute.
is that when you see the knives?
Can I like physically, like after she's like unconscious from sleep, can I just like bat and knock her out like for a longer term period?
Give me an attack roll with advantage.
Oh boy. Okay, I do have a quarterstaff, luckily.
Yeah,
But if
'cause
I hit
I
her
was about
with
to
my
say,
fist-
otherwise,
If I hit her
what's
with my
your-
fist, I do 0 damage.
yeah. Because you've got a negative strength, but it's 1 plus your strength.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Roll to hit with the quarterstaff
Okay. All right.
with advantage because unconscious and restrained.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
The old rare super advantage.
That's super advantage. Yeah. Oh, I see why. It's not equipped. That's why. There we go. +1. Not 13.
13 hits. Roll crit damage.
My lord, did you roll double ones? You did. Oh, is that? No, you've only rolled 1d8. That's 1d6, and that's the rolls for 1d6.
Oh, I see. I
D8,
see.
you
So I
could
roll another D8. Oh, D8.
Hey!
There we go. Okay.
Six points of damage. Fucking Christ. Ben's not built for this stuff.
No, that is 7 points of damage. Because the -1 is only applied once. And that was already applied when you rolled a 1 on the D. Oh, no, that's a
Yeah, it's a 1, yeah.
Subdual.
I rolled a 1 on a D6 and 1 on a D8. That's fine. Okay, so she's unconscious, and now I put her underneath the table.
Yep.
Now that I've kind of like more closely, is there a knife in there? And does she have a knife on her?
No.
Ah. Oh.
You look at the tabletop, there are no gouge marks in it.
Well. Everyone makes mistakes.
I mean, if she is innocent, she'll just, wake up after it's all over.
Indeed. Yeah, like in a couple of hours, days. So can I, these two are bathing, but they're not employees. Can I motion for these two? Like go.
So you pop open the door and go.
Just like crack it open and go. Psst. Psst.
Subtle.
Do I have a message? No, I don't have a message.
Oh.
Come here.
Okay.
That bang, bang, bang noise, is that coming from someone's mic or is that deliberate from Ryan?
Wasn't me.
I was hearing like...
Yeah, so was I.
I was hearing it too.
I heard a thump, thump, thump.
Like a 3-chambered heart. Or possibly a 5-chambered heart.
Brad, if you didn't hear anything, then I think we've narrowed it down.
Yeah, it's probably me.
It's alright, it's not happening there.
It just freaked you guys out.
Yeah, it was
Like,
just
oh,
creepy
no.
as shit.
That's
fair.
As we walk, are the people in the bars paying us any attention?
I mean, yeah, they mostly are relaxing in the tubs. However, they are also keeping an eye in case you go for their stuff.
Okay.
So they're concerned citizens as opposed to concerned cultists.
Okay. What did you do?
Yeah, you walk in and the attendant is nowhere to be seen.
Like, Seth lifts the thing.
Teleporter.
No. If I could do that, this would be a lot simpler. Just point to the unconscious woman underneath, yeah. I don't normally kidnap women. Or men, for that matter. But this thing in the corner seems to have an odd bit to it, and I think this is where the cult is coming from.
Which bit, sorry?
Just here in the stained glass bit. Can one of you go get Dagomir? I believe he's having a hot rock in the other room.
Yes.
Should we
Or
find
you
out
can-
what this happens? I don't want to summon him and blow his cover until we know exactly what this is. Unless you're saying we should put this other lady to sleep.
Does the door have like any window or any way to see out?
No, when the door's closed, it's privacy. I'm assuming you guys have closed the door behind you and you're speaking in low voices.
Yes.
Yeah. Did the people in the bathroom pay us any heed as we came? As 2 more people joined us in this room.
Or is it that sort of bathhouse?
Thank you, Mike.
I've got some nuts in my back and it's a 3-man job.
Could you help me stretch out my bones?
How are you such a fucking meme, Brad?
First
good at
bear,
making
now this.
Uh,
Also, I was playing I've been replaying Dragon Age Inquisition recently, and Vivienne is giving me strong Tal vibes, but that might just be because of the overuse of the word darlings.
Yeah, she does it.
Single-handedly ruined the word for me. And improved it.
Anyway, so yeah,
Uh.
the three of you are in this room.
Okay, so I then, if the choice is we should probably find out where this thing goes first before we like ruin Dagamir's cover, then I will investigate the weird bit.
Yeah, at
Okay,
least open it up.
Yeah, could I please have investigate checks from everybody
Everyone in that room.
in that room? Yes.
There we go. That's better.
Okay, Del and Sen, you're looking at it and you go, in order to fit in with the rest of the pattern, that needs to rotate.
Ah, it's a lock and
Tried
key
pushing it.
system. I'll rotate it into the right position.
Okay. You hear a click, and then the wall beside the window seems to shift slightly, and there is a slight crack around it. You give it a push, and it swings open to reveal this.
Ooh.
Okay, now that we
Told
know
you.
there is,
Very curious.
I will come out and I will close the door.
Yep.
I'm gonna give these guys a wide berth so as to not to alarm them. I'll knock on the door and say,
Enter.
Dag
Dag is there, like, living his best life. He's got little cucumber slices on his eyes. Little forked tongue comes up, eats one of the cucumber slices so he can see you. What do you want?
apologies to interrupt, sir. But your business partner has arrived.
Ah, thank you. Could I ask you to reserve this room? You wait in here, so I am not interrupted. There is a couple of gold in it for you.
Very good, sir. Might I request half in advance?
Of course. Oh, naturally, yeah. Please, I'll hand her 2 gold. Or him, her, they. I'll hand them 2 gold.
Them is the appropriate term
Yeah,
for
yeah,
this
sure.
person.
I will, hand 2 gold. Thank you. My meeting should not be long, but hold the room for me if you would be so kind.
Very good, sir.
Import-export business never sleeps.
I will get the rocks back into the vent.
Oh, so very nice. And then, I'll close the door behind me. And then follow.
Follow to the other room. Okay, yeah.
And close the door.
Actually,
Is there a way to lock
probably-
it?
No.
Is there a lock at all, or?
Nope.
So, does anyone have 25 gold and a mortar and pestle or strong hands?
Not really.
Just before you do that, does the door open out or in?
It opens in.
Okay,
Can we just not lay the body across the door?
I have an opinion about using somebody's body as a doorstop.
Only with consent.
Yes.
Hold on. I'll pull out my little notebook again. People, not doorstops.
Actually, write down consent is very important as well. That's a good one. Could I make a Smith's Tools check to just try and jank the door, like stick something in there, like a nail or a piton or something?
I think this is a brilliant use for a Smith's Tools check.
Yeah,
you can
just
try and
jank the door
stick the
shut.
latch.
Yeah. Okay. What kind of ability is that going to be on?
It's a very good question. Make a case for which one you want to use.
Strength, because I'm just sort of trying to force it.
I think not, I'm afraid.
I don't really know of any others that apply then. So your choice.
All right, in that case, we will go for, let's say, wisdom.
Okay. I'll guidance myself before I do so, and then Smith's Tools is D20 plus 2. 2 plus 3.
Yeah, you're trying to spot the right place to do that and
13.
get it done. 13. Okay, yeah, you get a 13's worth of stick in door.
That's fine. It won't hold for long, but it'll do a little.
Like I said, if you have the money, we could make sure no one gets in this room.
I don't have 25 gold to spare.
It is quite a lot to ask to effectively lock a door, isn't it? Oh well. It's just I got the spell and I kind of want to use it, and you know.
Ryan knows.
I know your pain so badly. That was me for 40 episodes last game. Yeah. The masseuse in here.
Mm-hmm.
She's like tied up and unconscious and everything. Not going to wake up anytime soon.
Correct. That's why she has the unconscious symbol and the web symbol for
Oh,
restraint.
I was looking at my looking at my character sheet.
No, I found a net. It's a fishing net, but it's still a net. So there you go. She is tied up and unconscious.
What was the? What did they see in here? I can't see because there's so many people in this room now.
There is a secret door that's opened up to a small corridor there.
Okay, I guess we're going now then.
Would you like me to scout ahead?
Please.
I will summon a plant spider and send it crawling off down the corridor.
Okay.
Shall I just use my token for this?
Just use your token for this, yes. I'll do something with familiars for you. Before next session, or at least I'll try to. So yeah, stairs that go down.
The spider will go.
Okay.
Dag will lay a hand on Dell's shoulder and cast guidance.
There should now be a second Dell on the map. That'll be your spider.
Scuttle down a bit more. Can you hear anything?
No, but there is a lot of water down the bottom there.
Water as in it's flooded, or water as in it's like, ankle deep, or...
Let's just... It is flooded with foul-smelling water to a depth of 2 feet.
How much height is there from the top of the water to the ceiling? Or is it completely flooded?
Oh, it's not completely flooded. Okay, so... features. The rooms, corridors, and staircases are hewn from limestone. It is very dark down there, and there are the 5-foot wide corridors throughout the dungeon, which have 8-foot high ceilings. Rooms have 9-foot high ceilings, often braced with wooden beams. Murky water to a depth of 2 feet or so, and it smells foul.
It's completely flooded down there.
Is there a way through?
I mean, swim. I can keep going, but at the very least, we're going to get wet if we go down there.
Doesn't bother me so much, but
I'll.
Not so bad.
Hello.
Oh.
Am I supposed to see that?
Yeah. I'm just getting you a spider.
Oh, okay. I thought there was someone coming to say hello.
Nope, that is now your spider.
Sweet.
You should be able to control it and see
Yep.
through it. Cool. Okay, there you go.
I'll stick him on the ceiling and get him into the middle of the room. Can I do a perception to see if there's noise coming down from either of these 2 spaces?
Sure. Roll perception. For the spider.
Yeah. I'll just stat book for a spider. Whiz. So just take 5 off that.
will you be able to add the D4 from guidance for that, or is that
That's fair.
that's a question to Ryan, really?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine.
So 11.
11. Okay. You don't hear anything.
Pick one, left or right.
Left.
It's always been my preference.
And there you see stairs rising out of the water.
I can hear or see nothing so far.
Correct.
Ha.
And you see 3 doors.
Is the spider small enough to fit under the door?
No. let me paint you a word picture.
Hmm.
So the east door, you see, carved into the door is a tall armored man wearing a bucket helm. His right gauntlet is painted black and clutches a set of shackles. The western door is the carving is of a powerfully built, skull-headed man with long curved blades where his hands should be. And the south door, the carving is of a cloaked figure whose face is hidden under a cowl. In his skeletal hands, he clutches a screaming human skull.
I think we found the right place. There's
You can roll a religion check if you want.
It was fairly obvious that they had to be here.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Do I have to use guidance on that, or can I choose not to?
You can do it on anything within a minute after it's cast.
Okay.
So, yes, the east door is a carving of Bane, the south door is a carving of Merkel, and the west door is a carving of Baal. Or figures representing those three, anyway.
So we found the right place. It's just a question of getting wet.
Okay. Doesn't bother me. Go.
I'll send him down the other way, just in case. Oh, nothing odd about this space, Ryan?
Roll perception.
Oh, right.
It's like
16.
Nothing that you can see, just a dead end.
Cool. Yeah, it's safe. I can't see anything down there, but yes, we're going to get wet.
It's okay.
bathhouse up here. We could always get clean afterwards.
True. And if people have to come through a bathhouse, well, they may get wet also, so...
Yes, exactly.
I don't think being wet is going to be the most conspicuous bit about us down there.
No. Make sure that her body is well hidden in case somebody gets in here.
You've put her under the table and draped the sheet over it, so she's about as hidden as she can be.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, well, yeah, head down. What's marching order? We haven't really worked that out before.
Yeah, I don't know.
I am of a frail constitution. I prefer to be in the middle.
I have no problem going first, but I'm not too stealthy.
I can go first. I've swapped out to the lighter armor.
So you go first, I go at the back.
Yeah.
Keep the squishies in the middle, no offense. Well, actually, how constitution and AC heavy is Del? I haven't asked before.
Con +1. Not
Yeah.
very strong though.
Oh, Sen, by the way, seeing as how it is very possible we might die, if I die, you can have my skeleton. I don't mind.
Oh, thank you.
If you die, what do you want done with your bones?
Keep them. And if you find one of my kind, give them to him.
Noted.
Then
Cool.
Can I stealth up?
Before we go through, as we go through the secret passageway, is there a button or lever on the inside of the secret passage to close the door back up?
It looks like it just clicks back into the slot.
But would we be able to open it back up again?
Oh, yes, there is a handle on this side.
Cool. Then we'll close the door as well.
Should we stash her in here as well? Because people won't see her if...
Sure.
Yeah, just put her just inside.
Yeah.
No,
Fold up a towel under her head and...
No, I don't think that we should hide her inside. I think we should leave her in the massage room.
So I don't think we've found
Yeah.
this place.
Does
that's
she have
true.
does she have a coin purse or anything like that?
Not on her, no.
there would be a coin.
Oh, actually,
something
no,
in
she
the
would.
room.
She would, because she took coins off you, yes. So
Yeah.
she does have a coin purse on
Yeah.
her.
Can we steal that?
and like half a dozen of the perfume vials or something in there.
Yeah. Just make it look like a robbery.
Make it look good.
Sure. You get a pouch which has, if Sen if I remember to tell Sen to take the silver off his sheet, which I'm not sure if I did.
You didn't, but I did anyway. So
Okay, yeah. Well, there is a silver piece in the.
I mean, we're the worst robbers because we've come in to rob the place at opening time before they've made any money. But
Yeah. Basically, there is one silver piece in there.
These are the worst robbers in the world.
go fill it up.
Worst robbers in the world so far.
I mean, you could always do worse.
And will. Yeah. Okay. We'll head down. How
yeah,
light
can
is it
I-
down there, or dark alternatively?
It is dark.
No, go fill it.
Okay. I will cast light on Zados's weapon, whatever he's got out.
Got 1 sec.
wait, that's not going to be very stealthy though, is it?
No, but also we won't be if we can't see shit.
Well, I can see fine.
And again,
Oh, switch the So if he goes first, then we just follow him.
Yeah, I mean, but by all means, cast it on something that you're carrying. But please don't light me up like a Christmas tree if I'm trying to sneak ahead to check that we're not about to walk
Sure.
in.
Okay, and then I'll cast it on the head of my axe.
Don't need
That is absolutely fine.
Okay, remind me of the light stats
The
for
it's
the
I
spell.
believe 20 and 20.
Image
20 foot bright, 20 foot dim. Yeah, one object no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. Until the spell ends, the object has bright light in a 20 foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
There you go. You should now have the corridor lit up.
Cool.
If you look to the left of where you were.
Can I sort of stealth up and try and sort of sneak slightly further ahead of the party? If it's giving off light at 40 feet, so yeah, I'll be so because I mean there I'm within your bright light, so I'll be moving just outside of that. So even though I'm in dim light, you guys can still see me.
Sure.
Cover it until we need it, because we don't need it as long as we're right next to you.
Yeah.
That's also true.
Does that make sense?
Well,
I will move the spider back down to the far end and just watch just in case I see any movement from the doors.
Mm-hmm.
if I'm sneaking along, do you require a stealth check or anything like
I
that? Or-
do, please. Thank you.
Cool. I would also like to do the maneuver ambush, so I can spend a superiority die to add to my stealth check. Just to make me super. Oh, good lord! Just clattering about 6.
Damn, son.
I.
Splash! 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 Splash!
Haven't you
I-
got
I-
your inspiration?
Yeah, I'm actually going to spend it on that because that is
Fair.
just appalling.
That's fair.
There we
Hey.
go.
That's better.
Eldritch
So-
20!
So yeah, there we go.
Splash.
Was it down
Actually,
this
can
one?
I also what I'll do? I've changed my mind. The spider will come back. Could I cast shape water to make the water opaque so you can? Is it opaque? What's the one that means I can see through it rather than
Transparent.
translucent? That's the one.
Can you do that with shape water?
You can change the water's color or opacity.
Okay, it's not the water that is making it murky. Stuff in the water, but it says you can change the opacity, and that is just stuff in the water, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, yes. You managed to part the sediment and shit. Literal shit.
Mm.
Yeah, the odor coming off this is foul.
Is it sewers? we're
You
in?
think this might be sewer water you're standing in now.
Fucking gross.
You know what? It's better not to see.
Yeah. You put it all back together as a
Oh.
giant turd just floats into view. It's like, nope. Yeah, the water carries a foul stench and is undrinkable. It specifically says.
Oh,
Noted.
Well, that's real
sounds like a
fiery.
challenge.
Yeah.
That was not a challenge.
That is not a challenge. No.
Says the spider.
Oh, this is different.
I'll be re-upping guidance on myself every minute.
Can
Okay.
I check for traps?
Sure, give me an investigate check. But yeah, those are some stairs coming up out of the water.
Cool, it's all fine.
It is all fine.
I'll pause here a second, wait for the others to.
So we catch up.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for.
Hey. We're like a Newton's cradle.
Aha.
Is there?
You
can I
see
hear-
3 doors. You see the Bane door, the Merkel door,
I thought.
And the
and the
Lindor.
Baal door.
I thought Bar was to the south. Okay. That's fine. Cool. So Bar's that way, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Is the door locked?
Try it and find out.
Okay. I don't like that smile
As you
because it's yeah. As far as I'm aware, there are no traps. So.
you open the door,
Uh-huh.
you do not set off a trap.
Yay. It's not really. Oh. Interesting.
Just scurry along ahead.
You see at the end of that corridor is stairs that go back down into water. On the left there, you can see there is what appears to be a 5-foot wide, 7-foot tall tapestry depicting a grisly scene of 4 faceless figures ripping apart a 5th. Who is screaming?
That's this.
Could I take a wild guess and
That
say
is
that's
that thing.
classic Baal iconography?
One could assume, yes.
Yes.
What is this?
Oh, that! Well, let me just scroll up slightly. That is an altar. 3 wooden beams brace the ceiling of this flooded chamber, which features a stone altar covered with entrails in the northeast corner. Hanging on the wall above the altar is a 3-foot tall steel mask cast in the form of a frowning human skull. Can I have a perception check, please?
Cool. My follow-up question is, have I seen things like this before? Natural 20, by the way. Oh,
Well, we'll
Right.
do it with Dell's first because he asked the question first.
16 because it's through the spider.
Okay, 16 is enough. There is what appears to be a wax tablet with some kind of writing on it.
On the altar?
Yes, on the altar. Now, Zedos. That thing, yeah, that's fairly typical Baal stuff. You've seen stuff like this before. You've not been to this bathhouse before, but
like
this is
altars,
very much in keeping with the aesthetic that has been established in your life previously.
Mhm.
I'm going to pull the door like closer to behind us, but not close it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'll put something just in the doorway that would prevent it from closing with the door jam.
Okay.
So, did you say there was a wax tablet on the?
Wax tablet on the altar.
Can I? I don't like to, but I'll approach it. What does the tablet say? Assuming I can read it, or
Has those notes on it.
Ooh.
Give me a religion check. Anyone? And Mike, you can do this with advantage.
natural 20 and then a 19. So
Okay, yeah. Zedos, this appears to have been some kind of divination ritual. The reading of the entrails. It's a very
Paraspexy.
very barley way of trying to determine prophecy. And can you guys see the writing that's
Yeah.
the wax
Yeah.
tablet.
Right. When the box is opened in the house of Alondo, the path forward shall be revealed. One of four shall be damned to hell. One of four shall be struck by a thunderbolt. One of four shall arise. The great sun shall be blackened, and the devil legions of Avernus shall conquer Elturel. Conflict shall come to the great cities of Waterdeep, Athkatla, and Erebor. Volcanic fire shall tremble the peaks of Osran. Of the west shall speak the tears of Celium, and they shall weep upon the inner sea.
Why are there only 3? So it says one of the 4 should be damned to hell, one of the 4 should be struck by a thunderbolt, one of the 4 shall rise. What's happening to the 4th one?
The fourth one goes wee 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 all the way home.
Have I ever seen anything? So divination ritual. Okay.
Can I note this down on paper?
Well, we saw bullet point 3 happen.
Yes.
That's what happened to...
Maybe then we are partway through this prophecy. Maybe past is some of it is past, some is present, some is future.
So Del, you can see a corpse just floating face down in the middle of a flooded room is the bloated corpse of a shirtless male human with knife wounds in his back.
There is a body down there. Not much else that I can see.
Shall I take a look? I'm an expert on bodies.
Could I ask what this is, Ryan?
That is the tapestry that I was describing.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Is there anything behind the tapestry? Is it covering anything?
Do you want to find out?
I did.
That
I
was
don't
the
anymore.
question.
Too late, you asked.
Yeah. Is there anything behind the tapestry?
Could
Yes,
I
step back.
please have a Constitution saving throw?
This went well. It's not bad.
Was that a 14? Is not enough, I'm afraid. Okay, I need to roll 2d10.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Oh, yeah.
Poison, I'm guessing.
You take 14 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute. And you'll be taking a d10's worth of poison damage every 6 seconds whilst poisoned this way.
Yikes. I don't have anything that can fix
You
that.
can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Just out of so obviously I've been poisoned. What actually happened?
Okay, sorry. So as you disturb the tapestry, there's a small yellowy patch that you hadn't that was on the backside of the tapestry, just ejected a cloud of spores,
Classic.
filling a 10-foot cube. Oh,
Do
shit.
they settle quickly,
Is that-
or...?
Yeah, they settle quite quickly.
Out of it.
No, actually, that I don't think that does quite get Sen, because that's the first. Yeah. It says 5. That's 2 squares there.
Yeah.
Sen is just out of range,
Oh.
barely.
Yeah, but Zados doesn't look good.
No, Zagos
Okay.
does not look good. So, Mike,
Do the spores settle so we can safely move through there straight away, or
yes,
is it now an area?
the spores settle, and Zados needs to let go of the tapestry, going. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I sort of cough and stumble backwards, I guess.
Yep. And okay, so can I please have more
So yeah, Sen will rush over and go.
more saving
You
throws?
do not look okay.
I'll
Poison spores.
cast Healing Word on him.
So 15.
Okay, in that case, you only take it one more time.
So
You take a further 3 poison damage,
You regain 4 health.
Okay.
and
I
you're
think
no
it's like a
longer
minimum.
poisoned.
So
So
I
it's-
heal for 1 in total. Like, if I don't take the additional.
Yep. So you should now be on 13 points of damage total.
I'll hand him a healing potion and say, drink this and be more careful, please. 2d4 plus 2.
Can I go over to the tapestry and investigate it? Just looking. 'Cause,
Very
like,
careful.
Without touching
without
it.
you investigate with your eyes. 24.
Yes, you've heard of this. This is yellow mold. Brad, you probably know more about yellow mold than Ryan does. So
Oh Jesus! Yeah, this stuff's nasty.
Yeah.
But
get real bad.
It grows naturally though. In,
yeah,
like, really
it grows
shitty
naturally in the dark and the damp and the
Yeah.
dank.
This isn't a trap, it's a hazard.
places. Yes. Mm.
You know that sunlight or any amount of fire damage instantly destroys a patch of yellow mold.
I'd be wary about lighting fires in the sewer. He's got fucking swamp gas.
Yes, it could be dangerous. But
You sniff, and all you can smell is shit at the moment.
Mike, how much health does Zados lack at the moment?
I'm looking reasonably good.
Okay.
Out of character. Are we giving specific numbers, or are we working with the vague descriptions like bloodied, pretty good, last leg?
Vague description is probably the better way to go.
Dramatic. Yes.
So pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good. Slightly still coughing a little bit. There might be a little bit of sort of blood in the lungs, but generally good.
Okay, that's fine.
avoid,
I won't heal you anymore for now.
yes, avoid any touching anything that's hidden in darkness.
Right,
I had a friend back in the mercenary company who was a specialist in dungeons. He carried around a big long stick to poke things with as opposed to touching them with your hands. Very tall man. We called him 10-foot Paul.
Yeah. The joke is I
See, that only works in the accent.
have a 10-foot. I should probably start using it.
Probably. Like I said, there's probably more of this stuff around. Just any dark spots, avoid.
Assume yellow is dangerous.
Does not like fire either, or daylight. Burn it off almost immediately.
Unless you want to investigate the corpse, I suggest we get out of this filth
Water.
and back into the main.
Yes,
room.
I'd like to have a quick look, if that's all right.
I will guard you.
Thank you.
Stay in the dry.
It is. I've heard it's dangerous to go alone.
Indeed. Yeah, so I will go up and investigate the corpse. Is there anything on them? Is there anything like...
Okay, could I please have an investigate check?
Sure. 23.
23 is okay. Yeah, this corpse is very bloated. I mean, yeah, even it's
Very well.
quite bloated even for being in even for having been in the water for this long.
This is odd.
Landing. Does it look like they? So obviously they're bloated and stuff, but do they also look like they were charred or perhaps struck by high voltage static electricity, perhaps in the form of thunder, lightning? Sorry, thunderbolt.
Yes,
Yeah.
the cause of death is probably the stab wounds. But it's strange. There shouldn't be this much bloating in a corpse like this.
Why
Even-
not?
Even sitting in the water, it's strange.
Is the bloat localized to one part of the body, or is it just all over?
It is in the abdomen specifically.
I would not touch that.
Back away, please.
You guys ever seen the film Alien?
That
I've seen the film Rot Grub.
That play that's making the rounds currently. I believe I've seen it. Yes.
Not much of a theatre man.
It
Can
stars the Weaver clan.
Can I don't know what I want. Like, that seems like something I should do something about, but I don't know what. It's odd. Is it like if I feel the belly, does it feel like something's inside, like somebody's put something inside there, or is it?
I can prod it with my pike.
Say prod, don't touch.
Yeah, prod,
Yeah.
don't touch.
Yeah, I can prod it with my pike, so I can maintain the
Yeah.
10 feet.
The
Okay,
safety zone.
As you prod it with the pike,
Yep.
it explodes.
Of course it does, because
Yeah.
However,
Fair
because you did it from far away, you're fine.
oh, cool.
It seems with your mighty investigation roll there, Sen,
Yeah.
you get the feeling that that explosion, which would have dealt some fire damage if you were there, it seems like the corpse has been filled with explosive gas.
Who traps a corpse? Honestly.
However,
People-
with it being in the water and also full of stab wounds, the explosion was muffled, and probably the corpse couldn't have held quite as much gas as it might otherwise have done because of all the holes in it.
You should be careful for more of those.
Indeed. People are trapping corpses. That's
Further
rather
round?
rude.
Oh. It's
Yeah.
a dead end.
It's a dead end.
Can I have a look? Is it actually a dead end, or are we looking? Is there another secret passageway?
Roll investigate.
Can I assist?
No, dead end.
You have an advantage because Sen is assisting.
Oh.
I'll also slap a guidance on you.
What?
D4.
19.
You see no secret doors.
Dead end then.
Haven't
have a look at what it-
seen
see what it is, wasn't it?
Single person here though. It's
I was gonna say it's
Oops.
very odd.
very lackluster cult if there's no one here.
There's more of this place, I'm sure of it. Do we try another door?
Sure.
It's the only thing for it.
So we have the Bane door in the east. Sorry. Bane door in the east and the Merkel door in the south.
Well, we've gone through one person we have beef with.
Uh,
Shall we go for another?
Do we know what the house of Aluando is, or who that is?
The house of Alorndo.
Alaundo, yeah.
Roll me a history check.
Can we all do that?
Go ahead.
19.
Okay, so
Nice.
Alorndo was a learned scholar
Scholar.
who liked to collect books. I'm afraid that's all that you're going to be able to get whilst in a dungeon.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It was more to check that he wasn't like an avid supporter of one of the Cut Three.
You recall no connection to any of the Dead Three.
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's because that might have given us a
Okay.
clue as to where to go. Okay, I picked this time. So where would you guys like to go now?
You ate Merkel, no?
A low opinion of the dead. Uses them like playthings.
Which one was Merkel? That's the south,
South.
isn't it? I'm a little bit more cautious. Can I check the door for traps?
Sure.
Guidance.
Give me an investigate check.
17. Cover me in poison spores once. Shame on you.
I've slapped you in the back of the head with a guidance if you want to go for it, just to round out the 20.
Oh, does that last?
I can reapply it as a cantrip.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's like
Yeah, it
Fine.
doesn't do for like
21.
long-term checks, but for individual things, it's very handy.
Okay, yeah, so 21. The door does not appear to be trapped, nor even locked.
I will push it open.
Okay.
With my pike.
Oh.
Okay, before
That's
you
the
head in
voice.
there, I've got some reading to do.
Okay.
Lying on the floor of this otherwise empty room are the pale bodies of 3 humans in filthy black robes, arranged in a triangular formation. A lit torch lies between them. A rough-hewn staircase to the left leads down to another torch-lit chamber.
Black triangle is the symbol of Merkel.
Yep. Black triangle with a
Ow.
skull in the middle.
Someone.
Any obvious cause of death?
Are they like? Sen looks at them. Are they
Mhm.
actually dead?
Give me
Or
an
are they
insight
undead?
check.
Or
They are not dead.
I grab I grab Xanos and go, wait.
When you say not dead, there is a delineation I would appreciate clarification on between not dead and undead.
Not.
Not.
Roll initiative.
Nice.
Cool. Cool.
We did so well, guys.
Well, we managed not to get ambushed.
8, 8, 5, and 5.
So Sen and Dag both got 8.
I'll take not ambush at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dagomir goes first.
Seriously?
They're
All
going.
right.
They're going last.
We're doing so well.
Great.
Oh wow.
They
Okay.
got a 2.
Okay.
So you guys might be chuckle fucking around. These guys are chuckle fucking around even more, and they're prone.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna sort of hold my fist up in the air like this, like I'm giving a signal, and from the like out of the ceiling, just spectral red arrows just pop out of the ceiling like an artillery barrage, and light them up, and I cast Fairy Fire.
Oh.
Dex saves, please.
Yeah.
If they're
with-
prone, I believe they have disadvantage.
Oh, it's funny that I'm going to be rolling at disadvantage for some possibly unrelated
They're
reason.
lying on the floor.
So
You're going for a 13.
first one, second one, and
And if there are any invisible creatures in the room, they also must make the same. Save.
Yes.
Just in case
Huh.
that's a thing.
Any of them pass?
no, they all got 3.
Oh, God.
Lovely.
On
3?
6 dice, they rolled 4 3s.
Okay. Am I able to push through past Zados?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get to there. I'm gonna bite this guy on the floor for a bonus action.
Make a bite attack roll.
At advantage, if I may.
Yes.
Bite. There we go. Was it 23?
Yeah, that's going to hit. I don't even know what their AC is, but that's going to
Yeah.
hit.
4 damage to that one. And I will, if I may, regain a temporary hit point.
Yes.
That's me.
Okay. Sen's turn.
Can't believe I'm going this early. What the fuck?
I've got
With
a
an
negative.
8.
Dude, I have a negative dex modifier.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, they're in a really awkward position. I can't. I'm just gonna cast Hold It Down, the one that's on that.
The one that's been
damaged.
bit.
Yeah, the one that's been bit.
Okay.
Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
A wisdom save.
A wisdom save.
13.
That's a success.
Damn.
I do nothing. And then we'll go back into this corner.
Okay. Next is Delve's turn.
Just to double check, I can't attack with the spider, right?
No, familiars can't attack.
I'm just gonna attack.
Only through a very specific warlock ability.
Ooh.
You can cast touch spells through them.
That's true.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
I got-
that's something I thought about more.
They
Which
can
is
use
how
Dragon
I
Breath,
was able
though.
to do when I was playing in your game, Joe. I had
yeah.
my familiar jump on people and hump some cure wounds back into them.
I cast a cantrip as an action and a cantrip as a bonus action.
Are there any bonus action cantrips?
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Yes, then yeah.
Shillelagh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll cast Chill Touch, and then I'll cast.
Is Chill Touch a ranged attack roll?
Yeah, you have
It
disadvantage.
is.
That'll be a disadvantage then.
It's fine.
They fired.
You do have Fairy Fire, so it is so that cancels out. So
Flat
it's a
roll.
straight roll.
White rolled that.
Well, that's the damage, but
Yeah, I don't know why I did it that way. So it's a straight roll. Let's try it again. There we go. Oh, 8.
that is not enough, I'm afraid.
I assumed as much.
But you've now got a shillelagh stick, or a shillelagh. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I will move here.
Okay. Zados.
Okay. Stood where I wanted to be, but that's fine. Let's.
Go. Nope.
Let's move in there then.
So this one's injured, correct?
That one is injured, yes.
Can I reach that one?
If
If you're attacking with reach, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'll attack that one then, please.
You have advantage.
You do indeed have advantage.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
I'd also like to make it a sweeping attack as well. Now that I've.
Ooh.
So that one takes
10 damage.
10 piercing damage, and the other one,
He expires immediately.
Excellent.
that one takes 3 damage.
So that first one, you stick your
Spike.
pike. Stick the pike into and just, and then you sweep it round and get the next one for 3 damage.
Okay, and I might as well action surge while they're on the floor. And again, I'll go for that one again. Sorry, my head. Right, come on. No.
I'm on the wrong layer. That's why I can't do things. There we go.
24 to hit.
That hits.
So that's
Fucking
13
murks him.
piercing damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
And can I use a
Another superiority die.
yeah.
Yeah, per
Yeah, one per attack.
Okay, cool. In that case, again, I'll go sweeping attack on that guy. 4 damage.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Mhm.
We might have overexpended resources on these 3.
Well, this one is
Well,
dead.
they haven't attacked yet, so let's wait to see what they do.
This one gets up.
As this one gets up, can it make a con save, please?
Okay.
Oh, poor guy.
8.
It will take
No way that is successful.
3 points of damage as the plant flares up, and then this guy coughs out some orange dust, costing him 3 damage. No, necrotic damage.
I will lean back.
Yeah,
It's like
Dag will look to his right like this. What the fuck?
Well, okay, he's going to get up and he's going to attempt to brain Zados with his skull flail. I have the hiccups now. Does a 4 hit?
no, no, Ryan.
It's
No.
Dagomir's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him in the head with an axe.
Yeah. Roll to hit with advantage because of Fairy Fire.
Oh, okay, I don't have equipped, that's why. Bloody hell's it gone? 17 to hit.
That hits. Roll
3
damage. 3 damage.
Oof.
Wasn't as much as I had hoped.
Well, he's not dead yet. Anything else on your turn?
I will hiss at him, like get right up in his grill and lean into his face. You surrender now. We might not kill you immediately.
Okay, Sen's turn.
Centaur's dead.
That's a wisdom save, yes?
Yep.
That's a 10.
That's
Oh,
a
would you look at
failure.
that? Too late.
8 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, he had
As
3
the
hit
rings
points
of-
left.
As the rings of death ring out.
His eyes
Sorry.
roll back into his skull and he collapses into a lifeless heap on the floor.
I just turn to my right and say, a good note for you, Zedos. You offer surrender, but it's not your fault if they don't take it quickly enough.
I mean, in your defense, you did tell him to surrender immediately.
Well,
Okay.
we found some cultists.
Anything on them?
They have 3 skull-headed flails.
That's just the it's just like a skull. It's not like a metal skull as we discussed, wasn't it?
Yes, it is literally just they're hitting people with a skull on a chain.
Cool. I'm going to stamp out their torch
What?
It's rather rude.
What
and then
are-
rearrange the bodies just in case anyone comes walking through.
Move it back into their
Into their
Pretending-
triangle shape.
into their
Their
pretending their
triangles.
triangle. Yeah.
Mike, what were you trying to say?
What are they? Are they like humans or?
Yeah, they're humans.
Oh, okay.
Really messed up.
Is there any what?
And then there are the stairs that take you down into the this next area down here.
I will do the same thing with the door we came through. I'll just leave a pit on there holding the door
Mhm.
ajar so it doesn't close properly.
Sure thing.
Wait here for a minute just in case anybody was attracted by the sound.
There's no one in the next room.
No, I mean behind us.
Will I have an investigate in case there's more traps? I imagine these Merkelites would be quite keen on doing something like that.
I would like to offer you my guidance in this matter. Yes, guidance.
Very nice.
Boop. Shit.
A little helps.
Well, okay, Sen, unfortunately, he starts looking for traps and he finds something that just distracts him completely. There appear to be 3 spell books hidden in the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Spellbook 1, bound in red leather, and contains some spells. I'll send you the list.
Right. It's a big old
Spellbook
list of
2
stuff.
has the personal rune of its previous owner burned into its umber cover. And Spellbook 3 is bound in scaly black reptile hide.
Reptile like dragon or reptile like lizard?
Dragonborn.
Or dragonborn or there's a wide gulf of things it could be.
Are the scales squamate?
I don't know what that means.
That's fine.
Right, I have now sent that to you, Brad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That
I'll
is
just be keeping an eye out the top door just in case anyone comes in.
It smells freaking hell.
So yeah, Sen is very obvious. Well, actually, no. Can everyone else roll me insight? Everyone that's not Sen.
18.
Yeah. Okay. Zedos and Dagomir. Sen's meant to be searching the room, and he's busy just flicking through these books he's found.
I'll do it myself.
There's so many.
Um,
This one's nice. I'll have that one.
11.
Looks like-
Yeah. I do genuinely look, I'm just dumb.
Yeah.
What is this sort of yellow stuff on the floor? Is that torchlight?
That's torchlight. Yes.
Okay, sorry, I
well,
can't
that's good,
see
'cause
that
I've stepped in it.
that well.
Yes, that's more yellow mold. Zedos, can I please have a no?
Oh no.
Okay. It seems like the wall here moves.
Okay.
It's a false wall.
Okay, is it stone?
Uh,
Are the walls here stone, I mean? Are we underground or is it brick?
The walls are limestone,
Okay.
carved limestone, and it seems like this particular piece of this is a cloth painted to look like the limestone.
Sure. I'll relay that to the group as a door through here.
Before we proceed,
Yes.
as our mission is is one to obtain proof, and we have reconstituted Baal armor, should we go back into the room of Baal and sort of chuck the armor, place it by the altar so it gets stained in blood and picks up some of the smell of the sewers, so that we can come retrieve it once we're done?
It's not a bad plan. The one with the pauldron missing, you mean?
Yes.
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 Just
Remind me, what was the thing that you guys buried and then brought back?
That
up
was
again
the
very
holy
quickly?
symbol.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
And then we kept the
Kept the armor to put somewhere else.
for a later framing device.
Yeah, you could rub it in the entrails on the altar there. I guess that would work.
but we'll leave it sat there so that it picks up some of the natural aroma of the area.
I don't know, someone might come and take it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I suppose.
Just scoop some of the entrails in the sack with it. It'll
yeah.
marinate.
That works. Cool.
Oh.
Okay, do we want to go through the secret door or
Yes.
back through the main door? Is the other one we got to?
Let's go through the secret
Secret.
door.
Okay. You able to go first again?
Mm-hmm. Do you want a new stealth roll? Or
I'm going to want a new stealth roll. We've had combat now.
May the guidance of the Red Knight be upon you.
Oh, sorry. I also probably should have mentioned that.
reloaded
Okay, so
the
that is
coffin.
300 XP divided by 4.
75.
75 XP each for that encounter.
Sweet.
Cool.
No,
Oh
not
yeah, it
managed
says
level.
right there. I'm an idiot.
5 XP, yeah.
75
Experience.
XP
Sweet.
each.
Nice.
Hold on. It has it's taken me back to level 1. I'll sort that out in a bit.
So weird. Did you set your XP to 75?
Oh no, I might have done.
So
Yes,
yes,
I
so
have.
We've got the
Set it-
total, and we're not going to get 2,700 in this session, so we can sort it out later.
Because
fine.
we've got what 3.
975 you should have.
975.
Right. And now you want a stealth roll.
Yes,
got
please.
guidance, and I've got the superiority dice. So.
Actually, I think you might be out of superiority dice. You
Yeah,
should only
4.
have. He's got 4, has he?
You always have 4, I think.
I thought it was
Ah,
3.
Level.
No, I have 4. I've been ticking them off as I go as well.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I mean, this is going to be overkill at this stage, but 6, and the guidance is 4, so
Okay. Yeah.
26.
26.
Okay. Yeah. You part the curtain, and it's quite a steep slope.
Okay.
But with that stealth roll, you are absolutely fine. You, Dagomir, do you want to move back from the to where you actually
Oh,
are?
Christ, sorry. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So, I thought this was the wall with it in.
No.
Oh, I see it now. I see it. Oh,
Now, before you move in there, you can see a tall black dragonborn stood over a corpse, and the black dragonborn appears to have some kind of bladder that she has. She is also stood over a corpse, and appears to be about to inject the corpse with the contents of this bladder.
so you get the flammable gas from there.
And you just hear her say, time to pop.
What's the other question? Sorry, is what's this pile of bone pets that we've got going on down there?
That appears to be a scrolling down a swarm of skeletal rats.
Oh,
Okay. I'll hold up 2 fingers, like to signal there are 2 enemies. So is it quite a sharp way down? Did you say?
I mean, you wouldn't be able to charge up it, but you can move up it. It seems more like it's designed to get out of the room that she is in quickly than into.
Oh, so we're at the lower grounds.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought we were looking down into the room.
No, you're looking
Right.
up into the room, so you're gonna have to you're gonna have to have a.
Can I scramble up?
Does anyone have anything that can shoot that corpse? If she's about to inject it with gas, what if it immediately explodes?
Is it one of my black dragonborns, or is it like a different black dragonborn? Because like my tribe would be very distinct.
It is distinct. She is
Ah.
distinct.
So she is distinct in terms of she is one of me. She's doing something she shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, she's not even stripped this thing of his bones.
Yeah.
Not even stripped this thing of his bones.
What a naughty necromancer. You're back.
Okay. I'll turn to Sen and say, do you want me to give her a choice?
She has violated the compact with the dead. She's already gone a little too far. Would you like me to try and take her and her rats out at the same time?
Well, I
would
mean, I can. If I can get a hit in, I can ignite her.
I would do that.
Okay, so can I quietly move? Oh, can I?
Sorry,
Can
I'll
I-
be.
Can I move up 1 square and then try and stab her and cast Searing Smite?
Are we preparing to attack?
Yeah. Zedus is going to attempt to do a sneak attack on her.
I will hold the javelin to vicious. Oh no! I'll hold the javelin to throw when Zados has attacked.
I would like to prepare Tasha's Caustic Brew. To get
I
her
will-
and the rats.
I will strap on the gas mask and immediately cast Symbiotic Entity.
Okay.
I haven't heard of that.
Neither have I. We'll find out what it does.
I'm excited.
It's not a spell; it's ability.
Ah.
Well, first things that's going to happen is we're going to have we are going to have Zados make his.
Oops. Sorry.
Actually,
Jump the gun.
I am going to need to get everyone to roll initiative first, just so I can get the health tracker up.
Sure.
Ooh, 21 for Delwyn.
Iron.
Actually, that's a point. That was posterior. Good match. Full trade.
Snake lizard.
Zados gets 5.
Snake lizard or snizzard.
Sen gets 13.
Does this room look like of a very different design than the one we've just come from?
It's the same general features. It's in keeping with the rest of the aesthetic theme of what you've encountered so far. So carved straight out of limestone. Excuse me. So, Delwyn holding his action for that thing. Dagomir holding his action.
Yeah.
She hasn't noticed Zados sneaking in. Neither of the rats. Sen holding his action. Then Zados' turn at the end of the surprise round.
Is that advantage because she doesn't know, or is it just
Correct.
A flat roll? Okay. So 15 to hit.
That does indeed hit.
Okay, so at that point that's Searing Smite. So they immediately take 6 fire damage, and they will take 5 fire damage at the start of each of their next turn.
Okay, so that's
Oh.
that's
Oh,
12,
oh,
12
they
piercing
need-
damage plus 6 fire damage for 18 damage.
Yes. It says attack/save. So do they get a save first?
Read the spell, please.
So the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon flares with white hot intensity, and the attack deals an extra 1d6 fire damage to the target and causes the target to ignite in flames. At the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the target must take a Constitution throw. Oh yeah, there it is. So at the start of each of its turns. Okay, cool. So yeah, it immediately takes 6 fire damage.
Okay. All right. So remind me at the start of each of its turns that it needs to take fire damage.
Cool. Does that ignite the bladder thing that it's holding?
Oh shit! It does. And as this is a fully powered one,
Everything in the room dies.
there is an explosion that deals 21 points of fire damage
Two.
to both her
And the rats.
and the rats.
Safe at my
10-foot range.
Uh
because I'm at 10 feet. So
oh, sorry. I'll need a. Yes, it's more damage because of result of fire damage. I will need a dexterity saving throw, please. And she should have made a dex save as well.
20.
Look at that. Yeah.
I do also have resistance to fire as well. So
Oh, okay. Well,
that's going to be
you take
handy.
a quarter of the. So you take 21, half that to 10. So you take 5 points of fire damage. And they both actually succeeded on the saves, so they're both only taking half the damage.
So 10.
So 10, yes.
Is it like a methane explosion, or is it like a... Because like gases like methane like go as opposed to bang? Like what is the sound of it?
Well, it was pressurized.
So bang. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it seemed like the corpse on the table explodes at the same time as after the bladder goes poof.
Yeah.
And that leads to the explosive doom. And with that, she goes, "Ow, that hurt me in my bones."
Ready
And-
actions.
Readied
Yeah.
actions, yep. So we've got a
Okay.
javelin from
I pre-roll,
Dagonet.
I'm afraid. Yeah, we got 22 to hit.
22 to hit. It
8
hits.
damage.
8 damage is damage. Sorry,
It is damage.
should have been Delwyn before that, actually. Delwyn, what was it you did?
Do I get to move at all?
Not with a readied action, no.
Then nothing from me then.
Okay, then it's Sen's turn.
Oh,
The Sen's held action, even.
Dex save from the rats and her, please.
Dex save from rats. Dex save from her. Well, she got a natural 1,
That's a failure.
and the rats got a total of 8.
That's a failure as well. They both take 11 points of damage immediately, and every turn until they succeed, they take another 44 points of damage
Well, okay, she collapses
in a pile of acid. Cool.
in a pile of acid, yes. Oh, actually, acid damage, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's just halved for her because she's black. Black
Yes.
Dragon Lord.
Sorry, how much damage was that? That was 11 damage, so...
5.
Okay, so she doesn't collapse completely.
She will at the start of her turn.
She will at the start of her turn, yes. Okay, now it's Delwyn's actual turn.
So I'll come in and well, I'm gonna attack because I don't know she's gonna collapse at the beginning of her turn.
No.
So I'm just gonna come in anyway and whack her with my quarterstaff.
She's got the shillelagh on it.
It has. Hopefully this will work.
That's
not-
yeah, that
that's-
hits, and that does the yeah, she is down. Down.
Technically, it's that as well.
Yeah, you crack her across the head, and you'd swear that you could hear a bone crack. Anything else on your turn?
No. Hang on. Let's go down one more. Yep. That's it for me.
Okay, Dagomir's turn.
Okay. I can jump up there with how much movement? Oh god, my roll 20 doing something funny now.
Regular movement, but you're unable to dash.
Sure. Okay, 1, 2. And those are the rats down there?
Yes.
3.
Skeletal rats.
Yeah. I'll get to there. She's unconscious, yeah? I think.
She
I'm
is
not gonna-
unconscious, yes.
What should I do to these rats?
Well, not just unconscious. I mean, he's killed her.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, she's at least unconscious. I don't think I can do anything better than just fucking twat them. So yeah, I will so betwat them.
Okay, roll for betwatting.
14 to hit.
That hits.
7 damage.
You smash the rat skeletons.
Are they gone as well?
They are gone.
Okay, I'll get one with the axe and then just crunch the rest with my boots. Hey, this is fun. I'm glad we did this together. He's cool.
He should not have been
Dead,
doing
or is she
this.
bleeding out? In the sense that if we don't intervene, she'll be permanently dead in 3 turns.
I mean, unless
I
that
will
one's specified.
Yeah, I'll say that she is currently dying.
Ben is standing over her.
I guess I've never thought about this before. Like, do normal enemies technically have 3 turns that you could revive?
Normally,
enemy?
no. Normally, anyone who's not a player character, when they reach 0 hit points, unless you specify that subdual,
Yeah.
they are
Yeah,
instantly
subdual,
dead.
Okay.
However, it kind of seems.
abstract. Yeah.
So for
If
important enemies,
you can subdue them if you hit them. If you reduce them to 0 with a melee attack, you can say even after the fact, I want to subdue them. But yeah, you can't do it with ranged or magic.
Sure.
So, I think we should stabilize her. She may have answers.
I think I am. I think my judgment is slightly impaired at the moment. I am.
The last cultist we dealt with wasn't so forthcoming. Remember, he kept headbutting me in the face.
She may be a bit more forthcoming to one of her own kind.
Okay.
Let's take her possessions first.
Stabilize her
Good.
first.
I agree. Oh, it should be stable if she's just been subdued, but medicine check, I guess.
yeah, medicine check.
My shorthand for I cast guidance on myself now is just this, which is what Dag does in character.
Can I? I'm not proficient
Just
in it,
good
so I
enough.
can't.
11.
Okay, she is currently stable.
I'll drag her out the pool of acid for one.
That
I
helps.
I will. I will sort of with my cloak, my really shitty cloak. Can I dash out the flames?
Yep.
I've got a pair of manacles in my bag, which I'll snip on her,
Okay.
behind the back, so she can't cast.
She's a spellcaster. You'll need to break her fingers and take.
Okay, I'll break her fingers.
You break her fingers one by one.
No, just all at the same time, just stamp on them.
It's easier,
Okay, you
it's
break all
quicker.
of her fingers.
Efficiency is important in this case.
Don't worry,
Fine.
Zados, it's necessary.
Find the spell focus as well.
Yeah. Does she have a casting focus on her?
God, do sorcerers have casting focuses?
Yes.
Yes, they still
They
cast
do
it,
still need them.
yeah.
Okay.
Which I was never a fan of that rule, but rules are written yes.
Okay, yes, she has a little intricately carved bone pendant with resin worked into it in a very familiar design. It is a rat skull.
I'll crush it. We don't need it, and it's not going to be valuable.
Can I try and stop you crushing it?
Oh,
Can I-
okay.
Can I try and grab it out of your hands or something?
Yeah, no. If I will go to do it, but if you say stop, I'll stop.
Stop.
Oh, well,
Uh,
do you want to?
Yes, we should remove it from her, but Sen, do you
I
want
see it.
Oh, of course. Yes, I'll hand it over.
Is it carved in the way that I do it as well?
Yes.
Exact same way. This is worrisome and troublesome that one of my kind put the lot in Merkel of all things.
She is a fair bit older than you,
Hmm.
and now that you study her features, you see that she's got some familiar features. You think there might be some familiar resemblance to someone from back in your village.
Yeah. It's a
If
smaller
I look
tribe,
at
so-
if I look at Sen leaning over and examining her, is there a familiar resemblance between these two?
Maybe very slight if you squint. I mean,
But not
the
being
problem is
familiar
he-
with the village.
You're not familiar with the village, and you're not really intimately familiar with dragonborns in general.
That's very fair.
So you think possibly there could be a resemblance, possibly not.
Sure.
Possibility, but there's also a chance we might be doing a racism. Okay.
Oh, it's the spider. Is there anything else in this room that looks portable?
Okay, let me just give a quick check. Okay, so. Oh, sorry. No, not a sorcerer, a wizard. So she's got another spell book on her.
I remove that from her person.
Yeah.
Mhm. I will have to put. I don't have the list handy because it doesn't give it to me just right here. It just says all the spells she has prepared. It's like
Yeah.
So it'll be in her stat block, presumably.
I'll send that to you
That's
at
okay.
another point. Okay, so
No
this
worries.
book has black leather covers and sports a tiny skull-shaped locking mechanism.
It looks cool.
And
Indeed. It's not one of ours, though.
if you look at the back of her head, just sort of like stuck, hidden between two scales, is what appears to be a small bone key.
What's the lock on the book?
Yeah, it's the key has been carved to fit exactly into the ridges.
All the safest books to read need to be locked.
I remove the key. That is unusual for our kind.
She has a robe and a flail.
But not magical, I assume. What's a wizard doing with a flail?
It's probably more for just torturing people.
It is a silvered skull flail.
I'll take that.
Bone in this.
Is it okay if I take that, Sen? I mean,
Yes, it is fine.
don't want to do it if it will bother you to have it around.
No, it could be useful if we run into things that these cultists are summoning.
Sure.
We're going to talk to her.
Yes. One of you want to wake her up?
I have a short rest first.
Or we can wait until she wakes up naturally.
Which she'll do if we have a short rest, in fairness.
Sure.
Okay, is there a door out of here, or is it just corridor?
Well, there's an unexplored corridor.
I think,
Spider across, is there?
yeah,
Spider.
I'm worried that things might come to investigate the sound of the big explosion.
Yes. It also kind of depends how long.
There's no gold in here or in her,
that
on
poor
her
girl's
or
gonna
in.
remain.
Yeah.
No precious metals of any kind. So if you guys want to have yourselves a short rest,
Can try.
Yep.
Can you send your spider a little further, Delwyn?
I can, but it'll be gone before we're done resting.
And just to check around the corner, see if
Oh, there's
no nasties
nothing.
waiting.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Stairs and doors. I'm assuming that goes off to blackness. I'm assuming that's a door.
that is a door.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, just doors.
Rest looking down the way that we came. Sort of spot.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't believe there is anything that I will get back on a short rest. So, I get my hungry jaws back. But
I get spell slot.
I get all my superiority dice and action surge back, plus some of my health.
I get my wild shape.
Nice.
So that's why I'm kind of keen for a short rest. But obviously, if it's tactically,
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea. Can I?
I guess if you get nothing back, you can stand watch.
Yeah. I do get my my
Chompy,
bite attack.
chompy.
What I'll do is I'll take some of the rat bones and just place them round the corner in the corridor so they'll crunch if people step on them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
My rat skeleton-based early warning system. Or rat nav. Rat nav.
Cult rats.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, so you have yourselves a long rest. No, sorry, not long rest, a short rest. Feel free to hit that short rest button.
Sweet. Are you feeling completely healthy now, Zedos?
Almost. I'm kind of because I'll roll a second time. Oh, there we go. Cool. Yeah, now I am.
Hey, Delwyn.
Yeah.
That shit you made that guy breathe out. That's not dangerous, is it?
Well, I wouldn't advise breathing it in.
I just stare at the mask on his face.
The mask is off. The mask is off now.
But you were wearing that earlier. Is it not? Is it good for you?
For me, you not so much. Would you like to take a?
No, no, I would not.
I have had enough of spores for.
Yeah, it's a bit of a spore point for him. Terrible.
I was looking healthy, but I'm taking psychic damage.
I'm glad that when we were rooming together and I was examining it, I didn't take a puff or the respirator because that could have gone real bad. What is that?
It's a plant. Perfectly normal. Natural
Don't you
plant.
shit me. It's not perfectly normal when I make ghost arrows rain from the ceiling, and that thing is not normal either. You don't have to tell me, but don't bullshit me. Yeah, we'll round out the short rest.
Okay, so everyone has your short rest, and the short rest will end just as she starts going, "Oh, what happened? Who are you people?"
I'm gonna lay a comforting hand on Sen's shoulder and say, "You got this, buddy." Bardic inspiration.
You did something you shouldn't have.
Oh, shit.
Why did you take in with the Merkelites?
Because Merkel can unlock the full potential of the dead. I wanted to free our village from the yoke of the Fae.
By becoming worse than them? That is not the way, sister.
I don't expect you to understand. Nobody else understood. It is
No.
why they all banished me.
Ah. Well, I'm here. And now, you're going to tell me what else you're doing down here.
Have you seen how beautiful an explosion can be? Explosions are art. One glorious moment and then forever gone. Art is transient. Art is beautiful.
If we need a direct quote to truthfully tell to the people who are trying to frame these guys for blowing shit up, yeah, one of them literally said, "Explosions are art. Art is beautiful." What the fuck is that about?
You have a choice now. You can turn your back on this and come back to the ways that are right and honor those that have died in their service. Or I can reduce you and your bones and everything about you to a puddle of goo. You will not be honored. You will not be remembered. And whatever work you have will be forgotten. And I pull out her spellbook.
She eyes the spellbook hungrily.
Whatever knowledge you gained as a result of your blasphemy will be lost with you.
I am unwilling to renounce the path that I have been on, because I believe this is the way forward for our people, whether or not they are too blind to see. But I will offer information in exchange for my life.
What information?
I can tell you what we have been doing here, beyond my own personal experiments with art.
Go on.
Do I have your word that I will be allowed to leave safely and alive in exchange for this information?
You will
It's
die.
not like I can do anything to you anymore. You broke my bones.
Oh, it was me.
Lack the physical strength to do that, but you will be allowed to leave alive if the information is worth it.
The cult of the Dead Three. Obliterated, destroyed, exploded. El Terrell. Working with the legions of the Lord of the first level of hell. We have an alliance with the worshippers of Zariel.
That is all. That is all the information you have.
Is it not enough?
I gleaned most of this from a prophecy that I found in another room. What is the purpose of destroying El Terrell?
Death, destruction, mayhem, art. Very well. Shall I tell you of the other leaders of the cult? I am the master of souls for the Merkelites. In a room not far from here, you will find Bane's altar. Yignath, the Iron Consul, is the leader of the Bane cultists. And finally, in the deepest part of this complex, you will find a death's head of Baal named Vaz. We work with Mortlock Van Thamper.
Guy who went in the bathhouse, right?
He brings us the targets. And we enact our glorious purpose.
Do you Does the Lady Van Thamper know what her son does? Or does he work alone?
I am given to believe that he is here under her instruction.
That is worrisome. I will confer with my compatriots whether your information is valuable enough.
Please deliberate quickly. My bones hurt.
So go over to like the corner of the room and then whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Still alive? Yes. So not getting any sound coming through. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know.
You want to leave her alive?
Not ideally, no. She has not renounced the practices that brought her where she is. She is likely to do it again. I had a compromise in mind. Remove
Which
her
is?
hands.
I'd rather just kill her.
It does create an enemy for the future, though.
You said that you would allow her to leave. You didn't say anything about me. And I prefer to kill the bitch.
I made no promises either.
She will go on to hurt more innocent people. I have no compunction about this.
Indeed.
Mike, you muted. No sounds coming through.
Hello.
There you go.
There you are.
Hi.
There we go. Sorry. What if we bring her to Rhea? She's got a track record of converting followers of the.
No.
Not zealots like this. And I don't think Raya is in a position to be
No, it is
Persuasive
taking
right
on
now.
responsibility.
Rhea is more likely to be convinced herself, so
If you want,
this woman is the very definition of the ends justify the means.
you can turn your back and have no part in it, but I can make it quick.
That would be acceptable. The body must be burned, every trace wiped clean.
I can do that. Looking around this room, are there any more of the gas bladders that they were using to pump the gas in? Are there any unused ones?
No.
Is there remnants of the other one, like the tubing?
There are bits of the gas bladder knocking around.
I'll try and collect some. But yeah, if we're going to kill her, I'll just kill her.
May I have an opportunity to speak to her first?
This'll be it.
I
Guidance.
will- yeah. Hello.
My, what marvelous bone structure you have. Are those horns fused directly to your skull?
Yes. I used to think, as you did, that the ends justified the means, that I followed under a all-powerful god. But I was betrayed, and I worried that you would be betrayed. You're doing this for the good of your people, but what if your people don't want this, as they clearly don't? How are you helping them if you're doing something
They
don't
will
want to do?
see the light eventually.
No. You see, I'm learning about humanoids, and it says, and I'll pull out my notebook. Look, rule 3: consent is everything.
Mike,
Yes,
have you used your inspiration this session already?
I have. Yes.
Have another inspiration point.
Oh, well done.
Well done.
I there has to be another way. The cult of the three are serving purposes of their own. They will betray you as they have betrayed me. I do not want you to suffer the same disappointment. follow a path of redemption before you are betrayed? What say you?
Make a persuasion roll.
Any guidance?
Ooh.
21.
Wow.
It's a very good roll. I have come so far down this path, though. I fear I may not return. I have sacrificed so much. To forsake this path would be to make all of those sacrifices meaningless.
No, it wouldn't. It was the path that you had to take to reach a realization. If you continue further down this path and then are betrayed, you're just adding more meaningless deaths. If you turn now, you stop any future deaths. You can begin to repent and learn from your experiences. I am no stranger to death, but that does... I've done some terrible things, but I use that... I use that as a guide and as a warning to never go down the same path again. Have it be your teaching experience. Have this as your moment of turning. There is a better way for you and your people. Your friend Sen, yes, my friend Sen here has taught me that.
Sen, you say?
Oh.
When last I saw Sen, he didn't even come up to my knees. Simpler times.
He has taught me much about respecting the dead. It feels like there are some things that he could teach you.
Make another persuasion roll with advantage.
Okay.
I was going to say bardically inspired, but you've already rolled.
Oh, okay. Do I want to... if I use my inspiration, do I have to accept the new role?
No?
Okay, cool.
Just gives you another option.
Cool, okay, yeah. Oh, good lord. Okay,
14's okay.
so
14's okay.
am I still... Do I still have the guidance, out of curiosity?
You would have used it on the first one. I haven't recast it on you.
Oh, okay, cool. 14 then, in that case.
14, okay. Perhaps it is too late for me. I don't know what I could do to make amends.
I have an idea. It worked, if I may. I'll beckon the group over. If I can heal her hands up, if she wants to make amends, she could write a confession for us about a pyroclastic incident.
Her first act of redemption would be a lie. Interesting.
Yes, that is.
Lies can be the kindest thing in the world. Zedos. Rich, you're muted.
I agree with her. She has gone too far already. Let's end it now and give us some certainty.
Perhaps in the next life she can do better. But there is a question I have. The funeral parlor. How many bodies did you procure from there?
Oh, you back talking to her again?
Yeah.
Sorry, could you ask that again?
How many bodies did you procure from the funeral parlor?
I procured a number of bodies from the funeral parlor at the beginning of my time in the city. But then I joined the Merkelites and had a steady stream of bodies to experiment with. In fact, we ended up sending more to the parlor for their own experiments.
Experiments.
I have a plan then, if they are doing that. I presume that they were just providing a service to others. If they are doing what you say they are, I have a way for you to make recompense. You will go to the funeral parlor and you will stop them. Live or die. That will be your recompense. It is our way.
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
You do have a bardic inspiration die.
Who?
Nah.
Okay, yours is D6.
D6 at the moment, yeah. Only first level. Second level. Woof.
21.
Woof.
Very well. I will go and put a stop to their bone golem.
Me.
Excuse
Whew.
me.
I will
Follow-up
cast. I will cast healing word on her and sort of splint her fingers to try and.
Just before you do.
Bone golem.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, good lord. Just before you do, can I use insight? Is she genuinely
Remorseful.
Oh yeah, she is totally remorseful. The most remorseful person you have ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. She seems on the level. You're fairly confident that she's going to go and do what she can to put right the things that she's done.
Well,
Fuck you, Ryan.
The first part.
Well,
I don't believe you.
out of character, we'll know if there is a suicide attack on the cat. We're just towing that terrorist line again, aren't we? If there is a suicide attack on a funeral parlor, we'll know it worked. If not, we'll just find her.
well,
Well,
believe
if she
you
fails, Sen is definitely going to stop that, because that's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll splint her fingers and healing word hers to just fuse the bones back together.
Thank you.
You have your spells prepared, ready for a battle.
Yes. May I have my flail back?
Is that the silvered one?
Yes.
So much money, fine.
Thank you. This will
And
be
her spell
helpful.
focus as well.
Yeah.
Ah, my old friend.
It is a lovely piece of work. You should remember it, and remember where you came from.
This is the only work of mine I have from the village. If
You
I
will be-
were to die, I would wish it to be in my possession. Thank you.
We will be free of the Thayans one day, even if I have to move the whole village.
I will pray for your success, but not to Merkel.
I'll give her a
Kellenvor.
little nod.
Kellenvor is a kind god of the dead.
Yes.
Perhaps seek his counsel.
I may visit. Once this is done, if I survive, you may seek for me at the Temple of Kellenvor. That is where I shall go.
Very well. Good luck.
Farewell.
Did I-
Sen.
I did not get your name.
My name is Flennis.
Have I heard of once?
Roll. Some kind of memory check.
History? Or...
History will do. It's personal history, but
25!
okay, yes. Flennis. Yes, wasn't she the one who was banished from the village for committing sacrilege on the dead, experimenting with, putting them to untoward purposes?
Yeah.
If it wasn't, I mean, that's a hell of a coincidence.
But yeah, you were very young at the time. Yet she heads off. She slides down the ramp. Oh, I shall take off the "I'm dead" marker. Yep, she heads off, slides down the ramp, and then disappears.
I hope we have not created more problems for ourselves.
Likely we have, but an attempt at redemption is worth the risk.
It is never worth the risk. It is for
It's
your
your-
sakes her life was spared.
It's your kin. It's your decision.
Indeed.
Redemption, I wouldn't be here. That is why I believe that she can change.
Seems a
Right.
bittersweet change for her to redeem herself by dying. Yeah.
It's been a journey. It's not the end.
Okay.
I think that's possibly a good place to call it for the evening.
Cool.
That was. You could cut the air with a knife during that.